Okay, welcome back to Taco Bowler Gaming. My name is Taco Bowler, and we're going to continue our Italy run in Hearts of Iron 4. And right now, we are trying to take over Saudi Arabia, which will likely put us over to the 25% magical thing here. So I don't know if we're going to be able to actually attack Iraq, but we are going to try and take Saudi Arabia at the very least, and then we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and unpause and try and make that happen as quickly as we can. I think my units are going to win pretty easily against them here. It's just going to be a matter of time. I have a military factory, and support equipment is what we are missing. I assume that that takes some steel, though. So I think that we need to go ahead and trade again for one more civilian factory. Painful as that may be, we only have 9 that we're able to use. Oh well. Alright, so we are now in an attack on Medina. That might do it. It might not. I don't know. But we continue to push them back as expected. There we go. Good flanking maneuver. Alright, so that pushes us to 26% here. Nationalist Spain has 1. And there is Saudi Arabia. And we are just going to take all states. It now belongs to Italy. That puts us at 28. And Great Britain is already guaranteeing Iraq. For now, I'm just going to cancel it then. I'm not that interested in fighting the United Kingdom yet. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to bring my troops home. I'm going to have them hang out here. Just kind of have them hang out. And the reason being that I am hopefully about to take Albania, and then I'm going to prepare for Greece. So they should be able to just hang out and be nice there. Yeah, we have the insufficient resources, but that's okay. We're going to try and take Albania and then use our stuff. It's only 2 years into the game, and Germany has done nothing to increase world tension. I don't think that nations will, undo guarantees or anything like that if this goes below 25. But hopefully Germany starts to take Austria, the Sudetenland, things like that, so that when we wind up on the same side in a war, things will be nice. Alright, we have finished a research on a boat. It is 1938. Let's see if we have things we do. I would like to do those first, before we get any new boats. Alright, so we now have done something for Albania. Let's wait a few minutes. Albania has yielded. We now own Albania. So that is very, very, very good. We will go ahead and put one more in battleship. No, put it in light cruiser. I don't want to be that far behind on steel at the moment. And we are going to do Italy first. And I am going to try and form my own faction. Yes. And so now, delete all orders. And I want you to form on Greece here. And I want you to essentially create an offensive line to there. Actually, no. We're going to just have you do an offensive line, you know, kind of all the way through. Through just like that. That'll work. And we're going to use our national focus to attempt to kind of spring a war on Greece. Because again, I don't want to fight. Great Britain, if I can avoid it. But Italy first will get Bulgaria in my faction. It'll make Yugoslavia like us a bunch. So maybe they'll do what they need to do to join my faction. In fact, they would accept just creating a faction. So they should accept joining it. I'm going to put a few more in infantry equipment there, as far as military factories go. I hope that Saudi Arabia gives me some more civilian factories. We're now able to use 11, so whatever that's worth. Recon Company is done. This is 1939, so that's not a thing, but we are going to go ahead and improve our infantry equipment. And then I'm recruiting 12 more units here. So we have a very infantry-heavy army. I'm fully aware of that. Let's modify the government. Let's see. Political advisor probably makes the most sense here at this moment. Civilian to military factory conversion. That's not nothing. Let's see. I assume that that's influencing other countries or something. Trade deal, opinion factor. I don't really find any of these to be great. So we don't need that yet. Let's see what we can do for theorists. Naval, air, rocket research. But no. Material designer. That wouldn't be terrible. Military high command. Capital ship attack would be good. Or we can do chief of army stuff. I think speed. We'll do speed. And we have some unassigned divisions. Let's give them a commander. I know that we had a bunch of infantry people. But, yeah. I'm going to pick you. And we're going to have you create a front line. We're going to have you join the defense here. Try and increase that. This is 1939 stuff. We don't have that. We can do 38 here. It's 39, 39. We're already doing that. So I think we research some more of this stuff. some more of these ships. The only one to do would be a carrier. Let's go ahead and research a Navy doctrine. Battleship organization, destroyer sub detection. Let's do the battleships. Ideally, we can maybe find a way to get to war with France, maybe even declaring directly on France when Great Britain's not involved, and knock France out of the Mediterranean before we have to deal with anything else. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. But by creating our own faction, we buy ourselves some time to actually figure out how we're going to fight France or Great Britain if we need to. That's the general concept. So the next thing after this, we'll try and get, obviously Yugoslavia in our faction. But the next thing after this would be to fabricate on Greece. Well, not fabricate, that's the EU4 thing. To do war with Greece. And try and spring that war as quickly as we can. And then we'll do Spanish-Italian alliance and befriend Portugal. Oh, hey! Special counsel to the Greek state. Well, that's interesting. I think I'm still going to try and get my political power up, but I am tempted to try and grab Turkey here. Ooh, they need world tension higher to join my faction. Okay. Don't worry, world tension will get higher. So we now have Romania in our pact. Yugoslavia would join if we can get world tension to be high enough. That could be difficult to do without pulling them into war against us. Let's see if we can get a Chief of Navy. I still think doing kind of convoy stuff is really important. Or capital ship stuff is really important. Let's do... Okay, so it's a tank designer. That's all we can really do. Let's do a ship designer. Because we're going to do ships faster than tanks, I think. I do think we have another military factory. Let's do that one. I should have a lot of tanks built up. I have 1,000 tanks built up. I'm going to train a couple. I'll do 3 right now. Just the one. And we'll put them, up here somewhere. And when they pop out, we will... and then we'll do 3 of these, because the idea will be that we're going to exchange these on out. And let's go ahead and switch this with switch that up to an infantry. I don't need the cavalry. And we do have a light cruiser that is ready to go. We'll go ahead and keep that around for a future battleship to be utilized with. And basically, like I said, the hope is that we can kind of surprise the world that, oh, they're going to attack Greece. And I'm actually going to tell you to plan a naval invasion. I'm going to tell you to plan a naval invasion of this. That's a few victory points, and that'll be good. And so you have 70 days. It'll take a little bit of time, but that's perfectly okay. Okay, so Anti-Comintern Pact. Germany proposes we sign a... Pause. We sign a pact to address the Comintern's goal of spreading communism worldwide through the use of subversion and violence. By signing this pact, we agree to share intelligence of the communist threat and act in cooperation against this menace. Yeah. I think this is fine. I believe it's okay. If we do manage to attack Greece, obviously Bulgaria will come in now. That'll increase world tension if we can pull it off, but we can't pull it off. The independence of Greece is guaranteed by Great Britain at this point. So at this point, the question becomes, what do we do? I'm honestly not sure. If we switch this out now, that's not... Well, we'll get a war goal on Greece, but I'm not going to use it until Germany starts to get better and starts to actually, play the game. I do think that we're okay. We don't need this side. We're going to stay on this side. And I'll go ahead and research this plane. Why not? Because if we went to war with the UK, we really would have to get some more set up around over here to protect this area and really trying to get to the Suez. I don't think we're ready for that yet. Although I do think that creating a front line here instead of that naval invasion, we're not going to attack Greece yet. Telling them to kind of do this, you're going to be the army of Libya kind of deal. Makes some sense right now. We're going to have you delete all orders. And I'm going to have you create a front line against... Maybe create a front line against the UK. All around Arabia. You can move for now. Kind of surprised that Great Britain got to there, but that's okay. Hopefully something will happen. We can get world tension up, get Yugoslavia on our side. Maybe even we'll get National Spain. I know that we're going to invite them through the National Focus. Alright, so there's war with Greece is done. Let's go ahead and... I don't meet the requirements. France has to have capitulated. Okay, well I can demand these. But at that point we can't get Spain. Let's just start with the highways over here. I know that we can, you kind of do this stuff. Yes, I know I have an available war goal. I am not currently interested in using it. We could do an air doctrine. I usually like battlefield support. Primarily, that's how I use my Air Force, is in support of things. And we're going to merge these together. It'll be okay. Alright, so computing machine is done, and let's go ahead and we want decryption, I think. And I know I can't do befriend Turkey now, so I'm going to try and make them fascist. And get them that way. It's one of those I could just... Alright, so I'm going to assign you guys over here. Move people around. And it'll be fine. Put you three there, you two there. I'm going to actually take you two, new front line here, you two there. So if we do ever go to war with the UK, we're just setting up in the places where we're likely to actually fight them. And hopefully it'll be enough. But I still think we're a long ways away from really fighting against the UK. So it would be an opportunity to perhaps fight the UK without France, at least for a while. But Doesn't appear that that's going to happen soon. Let's go ahead and I assume this will help in Turkey, as I'm trying to change their opinion. We're already at 4.68%. Obviously, if we could turn something like the USSR or the USA, that would be big. Let's go ahead and start on the USA. I'm okay with where I am currently at in political power. So this puts us at 24 now. It should be roughly 12 and 12. It is. That's good. Grand battle plan is done. I think I want to be moving down the army no matter what. I'll be a lot slower on the naval and the air force, but I'm going to do the army as much as possible. I do believe. Let's, we continue to be down on steel, but there's not a lot I can do to avoid steel. Let's put one in light tank. And I guess we will trade one more with Germany. Every time we get done building one, I'm using it. United Kingdom pressures nationalist Spain. That's intriguing. Alright, so we have these three. I'm going to go ahead and move now. Do you have anything on that Messi is the guy here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, move them off. I'm going to put Messi in charge of this army. We're going to pick someone else to be in charge of this. And honestly, I'm inclined to just get a new commander. I don't like any of these. But I guess we'll do you. I'm going to give this to Messi. And we're going to assign a new trait to him. And he certainly gained some experience leading that division, though. Maybe I should leave him in charge of it. Don't know. So this would create infrastructure or get oil in Benghazi. Do I need oil, though? Probably don't need oil. What I need is steel. Oh, okay. So I can befriend Turkey. Well, I would like to befriend Turkey. In fact, I would like to get Turkey in my faction. My basic strategy right now is to try and get a large faction, beat up the Allies, clear this area of non-fascist influence, and then I can kick out nations from the faction one by one and attack them. That's the hope. That's the goal. Will it work? No idea. But that's the goal. But my timer is going off, so I think I'm going to end it at the end of the day here. There it is. I've been Takabolo Gaming, and I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.